Hello guys. So here we are. Hopefully everything is fine, but if you read your email, you might know that Webflow just dropped quite a big news bomb about deprecating old stuff and doing some pricing changes. So this will be a video, a quick live like interaction to that specific news story. I know all of you guys do not like this ramblings, but anyway, I'm gonna go through that and let's get started. So let's see. I got this email update to our pricing and product strategy. Firstly, I was like thinking that okay, just some pricing changes, nothing new. But then when I read read this email, there's a bunch of news, so to speak. So if you want to follow along, just click that button there, or you can just find this article on Webflow blog. So I'm not gonna bury the lead. There are pricing changes, and we'll go through them lastly, but we're gonna start with the things that are kind of like at the bottom of this page. So firstly, Webflow announces that they are deprecating logic and user accounts. Of course, people were maybe thinking that this might come in the future, and now it is official. They are not gonna continue developing these services, which is a bummer, of course. I'm not sure how many of you guys are using like logic and user accounts. I have one site that is using user accounts. That is not a perfect product. I understand the thought behind this. And logic, at some point, logic was the solution that you could like do custom notifications from your forms, and I believe a lot of people use it for that. But again, that's not a perfect solution. If you want to do anything like fancier, you probably just gonna go with Zapier or Make or other platforms anyway. So yeah, this is, well, of course, brings some friction if you are using those, but I'm not sure how I feel about these things, that companies make like products and then, or after 1 or 2 years they stop it. Well, it's probably been more than 2 years, but anyway. Of course, Google is known to do this, but I wouldn't like to get used to this. Okay, that was the last thing on the list. Tell me in the comments, chat, or wherever if you have those services in your sites. But then transitioning from editor to edit mode and introducing client seats. So the main thing is that the old editor, the legacy editor, how they name it here, it will not be a thing in the future. It will be deprecated. This is again another thing that many people thought that might come, and it is coming. There is a somewhat a timeline, not a clear like very strict or clear timeline, but there is a timeline for that. And of course, the old editor was great that when you had clients who did not want to do a lot of changes in the sites, and you just gave them the editor rights, which were and are free with every site plan. That's of course a good thing, and I believe these new client seats somewhat address the same problem. There are a free way to give clients limited access to their specific sites, but this means that you will need to have freelance or agency workspace. So if the client has their own Webflow account and they want to like add some seats, they are probably going to have to pay for those. But if you manage your client's site on your like freelance or agency workspace, then you can give those free seats. So in a way, there is a way to still give some free seats to the Webflow sites, but Webflow is definitely aiming for the new editor, like the build mode and edit mode of the designer. The term designer might go away. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but at least in the site settings, it does not say edit designer. It just says like open the site. Okay, let's see. What are the client seats? So that's about, those are about the free client seats. I'm just looking where are the actual seats. There are actually other seats than just client seats, if I understand correctly. So you can get like one free client seat with a freelance plan, and 3 with the agency plan, 3 for every site. Every site, staged or paid, which is good, of course. I noticed on the pricing page, let's see, where are they? If we go to the workspace plans, there are seats to be added. So there will be always one like full access seat. If you want to give full access to someone else, you need to pay for that. And then there's limited. I believe this refers to the build mode in Designer, and they can edit the content and build pages with components, what you do in the build place. And then there's free. Reviews and commenters are free. That's kind of a good thing. And yeah, this of course relates to the news that Webflow kind of unlinked workspaces and the user roles, and they came up with the seats. So there are no like user, that's site plans here. There are no like user limits in the workspace plans. There are only seats, and you will buy the seats you need, regardless on which plan you are on. Okay, let's see what else. There's some site plan updates. Let's see if there's a bigger headline. Workspace updates. There's more about the seats if you want to read through those. Oh yeah, and they mentioned the website experience platform, that they are like aiming to build that, and streamlining and consolidating all the things, so it will benefit that goal. Okay, new features and some updates for workspace plans and site plans. So the seats I mentioned already. Now there are 300 page limit, which was previously 150 pages for paid workspace plans. So I have never hit the limit, but that's of course a good thing. Grow and agency workspace plans will now include 301 redirects. That's actually a handy tool because I'd like to do those before taking the site plan and actually publishing the site. Password protection, yeah, this will be removed from freelance and core workspace plans. That's if you're again using that feature, that's a bummer. But then again, I'm not sure how widely used that is. It certainly does not affect my sites. And of course, site plans, paid site plans will include the password protection. Site level roles, those will be removed from freelance and core workspace plans. So again, a reason to go with agency or growth. And site specific access, this will be in the growth plan only. Site plan updates. So unlimited form submissions for everyone. That is of course a great thing for every paid plan, of course. So again, I have never hit the limits, but that's a great thing if you're planning to do something that, for example, does some automations with submissions, updates, some data. That's of course a good thing. And this is interesting. I'm not quite sure what this is for and what could you do with these things, but now the business site plans, so the level before enterprise, has this feature which is called well-known files. So those people can add or upload custom TXT and JSON files and plain files in Asset Manager. So you are able to upload text and JSON files, which is fascinating. I'm not sure what those are used for, but probably the bigger customers, clients will have some use cases for those. And here is a quick table to see what's new. Redirects is new. Site-specific access is kind of new in the core plan. Agency, I'm actually using the agency plan, so the redirects is new and the page limits are increased. Yeah, site plans, some better or upper increased limits for everyone. Okay, that is about it. Let's check about the actual pricing. I believe the pricing, let's start with the side plans. So this seems to be as it was, but the only thing that has changed is the seats. Like, if I remember correctly, the core plan and the growth plan were at those price points, and freelancer and agency are two intact. Of course, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to me that way. And then the seats. So let's say I'm on the agency plan and I want one full admin. It will double my price But then again, if I just need someone to build stuff like from the components, yeah, it will be cheaper, but of course that person cannot like use the full powers of designer. Yeah, of course, if I previously I wanted to add someone, it would multiply the price. So in a way that is not hugely more expensive, but yeah, you'll be the judge of that. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? But anyway, to sum up, some updates that we were kind of waiting for: deprecation of memberships, the old editor logic. I'm still wondering, what will happen to e-commerce? That's a huge feature that like every platform has, and that feels like that everybody has to have some sort of e-commerce functionality. But what are they gonna do with the e-commerce? Are they gonna update it? Are they just gonna keep it as it is, which is not like ideal for everyone? It is, of course, there are platforms for e-commerce that handle the use cases better, but yeah, I'm just wondering if this update has anything to do with e-commerce on the long run or the short run. They say that they are building the website experience platform, but is e-commerce anyway a part of that? Will we see any updates to e-commerce? That's the question. But yeah, that is all for today. Thanks for you guys who saw me live, and thanks for everyone who is watching this video later. And if you want to see me again, just hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.